Sensational and shocking details have been accessed by India today that indicate lapses that resulted in the loss of 121 lives in that Satsang stampede at Hathras in Uttar Pradesh. And this is not source-based information, but a sting operation that India Today's team carried out on the first responders, from the station house officer to the circle officer and doctors at that hospital in Hathras. And the details we've gathered, there weren't enough sevadars or attendants deployed at the satsang to manage the crowd of devotees. Not just that, to make matters worse, there was only one policeman for every 800 devotees. Government guidelines, including installation of CCTV cameras, these guidelines were completely ignored by the organizers of the satsang, and yet the government gave clearance for this event to go on. The organizers had sought permission for about 80,000 devotees, and police assessment is that there were more than 2 lakh, between 2 lakh and 2.5 lakh devotees who were present there at Hathras. What is even more shocking is the fact that the Katha Baba is yet to join investigations. Is he absconding after the unfortunate death of 121 of his devotees? What we've also learned is that the police were not permitted inside the ashram or even inside the satsang pandal. And this has been confirmed by the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Adityanath. And the question remains, what kind of extrajudicial authority do these godmen have that even the police, law enforcers, are denied permission and denied access inside the pandals? Joining me on India First is Dr. Kaushalkant Mishra of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and Juhi Singh represents the Samajwadi Party. Dr. Mishra, you've seen the ground realities as exposed on India Today cameras. There were no CCTV cameras installed inside the pandal. There was one police officer for every 800 devotees. Sir, is this not criminal negligence that resulted in the loss of 800 lives? In the loss of 121 lives?
Gaurav, it is most unfortunate incidents, and everybody is in this grief and sorrow. And yes, there is full responsibility of administration. I will say first administration responsibility. Otherwise, the organizers and their team is also responsible. Because if you see, they have taken the permission of 80,000, and there are people, I think, as claimed by many media people, is 2.5 lakhs. So it is huge. And yes, SOP must have been followed. Whenever there is such an event, there is always a fire brigade, there is always ambulances, there is a message to the hospital, there is appropriate security measure must be taken. So yes, lapses are there many places.
Yet none of this was done. Sir, are these lapses or is this criminal negligence?
Gaurav, I am saying it is criminal negligence. I am with you, and that is why Chief Minister has immediately ordered make a SIT to investigate the matter, and there is a judicial probe ordered by CM, having the High Court, retired Justice High Court, retired IS officer and retired IPS officer, to probe the investigation, to make it more logical, and so that the person who are responsible for this, whether they are from the government side, they are from the administration, or they are from the organizer, everybody. And if there is any conspiracy theory, which was also told by CM sir, it should be come out to the public platform. And
explain, sir, before I bring in Juhi Singh, what is this conspiracy theory? Because there is one conspiracy theory that's being floated from the government side, and I want you to tell me about it. There's one conspiracy theory that R.K. Chaudhary, Samajwadi Party MP, seems to talk about, and there is one conspiracy theory that the Kathavachak Baba, who's currently absconding or yet to join investigation, he's talking about conspiracy. What is this conspiracy, sir?
Gauravji, I am not aware of such conspiracy, first of all, because the CM is said that there may be conspiracy. He knows the whole Uttar Pradesh. He has got the security agencies. He has got the reports from LIU. So he is in a better position, and I think there must be something. And if we see the sequence of event, what happened? There is a photograph. I don't want to go on politics because this is such an issue, Gaurav. I don't want to go on the politics. This is very big mishappening.
Okay.
And I think the government is with the sufferers. Everybody is trying to save the sufferers who are in the hospital. We can do the politics later. I don't want to say anything on
Juhi
this.
Singh, BJP says save politics for a later day, but where does the Samajwadi Party see a conspiracy, and how do you read your party MP R.K. Chaudhary apparently trying to give it a communal color? He says Yogi Adityanath government is trying to make it into a Hindu-Muslim issue. How is this becoming a Hindu-Muslim issue, madam?
Gaurav, as an official spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, I think what you said, it's a complete breakdown of the administrative machinery. You've covered rallies, you've covered events, prior permission is taken, and certain arrangements are ensured. There were no ambulances, there were no doctors when people were injured. We have more than 120 people dead and many injured. There were not even facilities to take them to the hospital. There were no fans, as you said. And if the chief minister for the administration, I would say more likely, must have been aware of this. The LIU reports did exist, and either they. How were 2.5 lakh people allowed to collect? They didn't collect in a second.
Okay.
They must. And this incident happened in Hathras. So it's perfectly all right for you to show this photograph, but how does this relate to the fact that there was an organized event in Hathras? There are people dead. The administration is responsible.
Okay.
You say that you constituted a committee which has the same IS and IPS officers, whether they retired, who were responsible for not letting this thing happen.
Fair enough. Ma'am, I'll come to that photograph in just a moment and we'll elaborate on it. But, you know, that question that I'd asked you about your party MP, R.K. Chaudhary, trying to give it a communal color, that Yogi Adityanath is trying to make it into a Hindu-Muslim issue. Ma'am, how does a Hindu-Muslim issue come into a tragedy of this magnitude where 121 people are dead and so many injured?
Gaurav, the conspiracy doesn't come to it, or the Hindu-Muslim issue doesn't come to it, and R.K. Chaudhary is an MP, he can answer for himself. I can only talk about what my national president says and what the party is, that this is UP and under the watch of Yogi Adityanath ji and his administration,
Okay.
a tragedy, a criminal tragedy of such a huge number. It's unacceptable. And I think it should be unacceptable for the BJP spokesperson also. So let's stay on that, and let's question as to what has been exactly done and what really happened, because I thought the administration in Lucknow would have been aware of this. What were the lapses? What is the timeline which you are actually going to take action? And let's
Dr. Mishra, that remains a fact. You know, when 2.5 lakh people or more than 2 lakh people assemble in any area, the administration and the seniors are supposed to know that there's a congregation of this magnitude that's happening. How was everyone caught napping till the time lives were lost?
Gaurav, I agree, but I would like to ask Juhi ji. Juhi ji, what is the routine practice of, if any incidents, any mishappening happen, to whom you choose for SIT, to whom you choose for judicial probe? Obviously, we have chosen the same.
We are not supposed to let it happen.
Please, Juhi ji. Please, Juhi ji.
No, I'm just answering you. You have been so brazen about this. Don't even talk
just
about
tell me, you said
one by one.
Juhi ji, you said that same IAS officer, same judicial inquiry. So whom to make? Who are the responsible? They are retired people. Judicial inquiry is done by. Listen to me, Juhi ji. Listen, Juhi ji, please. Juhi ji, please listen.
Juhi
ji, please listen.
One by one. My request to both our guests, one by one.
Juhi ji, please listen. I am saying judicial probe will be done under the retired Justice of High Court and retired IS officers and IPS officers to help the judicial probe. This is the routine practice, routine way. This is what is SOP to investigate any matter.
Okay.
And that is why we did that. And you are questioning that. I don't know what Samajwadi people have done if such incidents happen and what they were doing.
Okay, Juhi Singh wants to respond.
Explain me.
Juhi Singh wants to respond because her point is... Go on, ma'am. Go on. Complete your point.
I don't think this merits a response. What merits is, why was this incident allowed to happen? And the judicial probe, of course, I know is a SOP. You have constructed many SITs. The reports are still pending. So are you going to put this in the back burner? Of course, the report has to come out. You'll have to put it in the Vidhan Sabha. But is no officer at the moment except that poor SHO or someone responsible for what happened in Hathras? Your district magistrate stays the same, your SP stays the same, your SDM, your ADM, your home secretary, your chief secretary. No one else is responsible. Except this is really very brazen, and this is a very, very sad incident. And I think the chief minister, instead of looking for conspiracy, should look what happened or what his officers did not do or choose not to do. It's
Dr. Mishra, what's absolutely bizarre is that the police not being permitted inside the Satsang Pandal. It would appear that the police are not even permitted inside this Kathavachak's ashram. Who is this Baba? Where is this Baba? Is he inside that ashram? Is he absconding? Why has he not joined investigations so far? The police in Uttar Pradesh clearly cannot be so helpless that more than 24 hours after this tragedy of this magnitude, your police hasn't been able to reach this Baba.
Gaurav, the last location of Baba's is in Manpuri. Her phone was switched off in Manupuri at 4:35 p.m. and he has spoken to 3 people who are organizer on the phone. Investigation is going on, and and whole country knows that Yogi ji's government came for the law and order only. Samajwadi Party was thrown out of Uttar Pradesh on the law and order only. So I promise you, the bulldozer of law and order and original bulldozer will come waiting for the home who are the culprit, and you will see the fastest and most strongest action will be taken to who are responsible for this event. Yes, there are mishappening because our government is there. We are not hiding we are not shying from taking responsibility.
No, but do you find this bizarre? Do you find this bizarre? How did that Baba disappear? Where is that Kathavachak right now? We have absolutely no idea. And Dr. Mishra talks about the bulldozer. Where is that famed bulldozer? Why has the police not been able to enter the gates of that ashram? Is this political patronage? What do you make of it, Juhi Singh?
Gaurav, the administration has to be involved. The Baba just took off and he is not available anywhere. And you are talking of a SIT, you are setting up a probe. Tell me, nobody in your administration, nobody in Lucknow, you were doing postings and transfers, organizing various events. Nobody knew that these people were collecting, such a gathering was taking place. And then this happens, and the police was so helpless. So if the administration in the state of Uttar Pradesh, the bureaucracy is so helpless, what is the use of talking about bulldozers? You've killed people. So let's not you shirk responsibility. You are the government of today. It's happened in Hathras and it is your responsibility. And if the chief minister goes to Hathras, then he has to go, because that is the role he's been elected for. So of course, it's no question.
I want our viewers to look at that picture that the BJP is also talking about very extensively of former Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister and Samajwadi Party Supremo Akhilesh Yadav at one such congregation, not this one, but at one such congregation. And the BJP, through innuendos, Juhi Singh, has been trying to talk about perhaps the patronage. How would you respond to this, madam?
This photograph is of 2016, if I remember correctly. And if we are so powerful in Uttar Pradesh that in spite of Yogi Adityanath ji being the chief minister and the bureaucracy being under him, then he should resign and we should take over and maintain that law and order, which so conveniently the BJP says is why we were voted out of power. Let me remind him that we just been voted in with 37 MPs, and we have a sizable strength in the Vidhan also. So we are going to raise the questions in both places, but don't hide behind the photograph. It is your responsibility of the IT cell, same IT cell, who actually protected their people in Banaras when a girl was assaulted and raped allegedly. So let's not really
Dr. Mishra, Samajwadi Party says, don't hide behind that picture. Samajwadi Party is not in power in Uttar Pradesh. The BJP is. Yogi Adityanath government is. This tragedy, Juhi Singh says, happened under Yogi Adityanath's watch. How is the Samajwadi Party or that picture to blame for this?
Gaurav, it is our responsibility, and it is not by the government. It is public who take out what is the reality. Where is the political patronage? I don't want to become political, but Juhi ji wants. So I am replying to that, because it's Akhilesh Yadav who is standing in his own Baba's conference and speaking to the people for the Baba, praising Baba. So this shows what political patronage is that, and he vanished from the Manpuri. Juhi ji, please. Juhi ji, please. We take Juhi ji, please. Gaurav, please.
Okay, madam, one by one.
Gaurav,
let Dr. Mishra complete his point. I'll come to you to respond.
Gaurav, yes, it's our government. That is why CM Yogi was there. We are not like Samajwadi Party. When there is Muzaffarnagar Danga, they vanish from the whole Muzaffarnagar for 6 months. This is the reality. Yes, we are the strong government. We are for the law and order, and you will see, and everybody will see. All the culprits will be behind the bar, and bulldozer is just waiting for them.
Okay,
I promise you. And Vidhan Sabha election is near.
Juhi Singh wants to quickly respond.
You will see what is.
There was a judicial inquiry, and a sitting judge reported on Muzaffarnagar. He elected the BJP people.
And whether Akhilesh Yadav visited, Mulayam Singh Yadav visited, Akhilesh Yadav visited.
Sir, let Juhi Singh complete a point. Dr. Mishra.
Not convenient to play both ways. If you don't accept that report, then the Judicial Commission today also is something which is irrelevant. And this happened in Hathras. Is Manpuri a no man's land where your police can't go, and you're talking about political patronage? The Samajwadi Party, I mean, this is brazen shamelessness is all I can say, and what has happened is criminal negligence. So just accept it is what we are saying, and just take action immediately. You have taken no action. And
action should have been taken immediately. You know, Dr. Mishra, what defies logic, many legal experts are also saying, the police have registered an FIR against one of the organizers, not mentioned the Kathavachak at all. The police were not even permitted inside the pandal. The police are yet to question this Kathavachak Baba, yet to enter the ashram more than 24 hours later. Aisa kya dar? ऐसा क्या डर?
Gaurav, I also surprised that why the name of Godman is not there. Why this Baba's name was not there in FIR. But the Chief Minister has said that as the inquiry will put forward, the other names will also enter in the FIR, and you will see the action. Just we are waiting for right person who is culprit. And investigation is going on. We cannot go and arrest anyone until unless there is some
proof,
you can question,
some evidence. At least you can attempt to reach out if that Baba is inside the ashram and the police with folded hands is standing outside the ashram after more than 24 hours. India Today cameras are there. Every other channel is there, and the police is standing outside the ashram talking to sevadars. Wo andar hai ki bahar hai? Juhi Singh, what does this indicate? Does it indicate that the police are treating this Kathavachak with kid gloves, madam?
Gaurav, it is a legal responsibility that if unless we don't have the court order to visit any premises, we should not. And probably the within a day you will get the order, and the police will go inside to investigate. Everything will be going to happen soon. And I am not here to protect Baba. I am not questioning. I am not here for Baba. I am saying there should be no politics on this issue. Criminal should be behind the bar, and you will see the action.
You can't even speak against injustice.
Okay.
You can't even speak against criminal negligence.
Fair enough. And there's breaking news coming in. The Agniveer showdown has escalated. Leader of opposition in Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, claims that Agniveer Ajay's family has not received compensation. They've not been compensated. The Indian Army has just fact-checked Rahul Gandhi. That's the information that's just coming in. Additional Director General at the Ministry of Defence, Integrated Headquarters, Ministry of Defence, Army has put out a message, a post on social media platform X saying, and I quote, certain posts on social media have brought out that compensation hasn't been paid to the next of kin of Agniveer Ajay Kumar, who lost his life in the line of duty. It is emphasized that the Indian Army salutes the supreme sacrifice made by Agniveer Ajay Kumar. The last rites were carried out with full military honors. Of the total amount due, family of Agniveer Ajay Kumar has already been paid 98.39 lakh rupees. So 98.39 lakhs have already been paid. An ex gratia and other benefits amounting to approximately 67 lakhs as applicable according to the provisions of the Agniveer scheme will be paid on final account settlement shortly due to police verification. The total amount will be approximately 1.65 crore rupees. It is emphasized that the emoluments due to a fallen hero are paid expeditiously to the next of kin of the departed soldiers, including Agniveer. So this is what the army has said in a written statement. But let's quickly cut across and listen in to Leader of Opposition in Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, on the Agniveer issue, specifically on the Agniveer here. Ajay Kumar.
नमस्कार। संसद में अपने भाषण में मैंने कहा, सत्य की रक्षा हर धर्म का फाउंडेशन है। जवाब में राजनाथ सिंह जी ने शिवजी की फोटो के सामने पूरे हिंदुस्तान को, देश की सेना को और अग्निवीरों को कॉम्पनसेशन के बारे में झूठ बोला। मैंने अपने भाषण में कहा था, मेरी बात मत सुनिए, उनकी बात भी मत सुनिए, अग्निवीर के परिवारों की बात सुनिए। शहीद अजय सिंह जी के पिता ने मेरे और रक्षा मंत्री के भाषण सुनने के बाद यह बयान दिया है। रक्षा मंत्री जी ने संसद में शहीद अजय सिंह जी के परिवार से, अग्निवीरों से, सेना से और देश के युवाओं से झूठ बोला है। रक्षा मंत्री जी, आप इन सब से माफी मांगिए। डरो मत, डराओ मत, सत्यमेव जयते।
And India Today spoke to the family of the Agniveer who was killed in action in October 2023 at the Siachen Glacier. Of course, he was killed due to health issues. Health issues less than a year after his recruitment. His father says that he's received 1.8 crore from the government. Let's listen in.
अब तक 50 लाख रुपए बीमा मिला, एक बार फिर 50 लाख रुपए मिले, महाराष्ट्र सरकार से 10 लाख रुपए मिले, टोटल 1 कोटी 10 लाख रुपए मिले। सरकार की तरफ से ये इसकी अक्षय थे कि भाई श्रोता को वहाँ सरकारी सेवा में रुजू करना।
And I quickly want to cut across to India Today's Manjeet Negi joining me with the latest on the story. Manjeet, you heard Leader of Opposition in Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi. He's raised a very pertinent point. He insists that the Agniveer hasn't been paid. He's quoting the Agniveer's father, saying that the money due wasn't paid, and he's saying that Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh in front of Bhagwan Shiv, in front of Bhagwan Bhole Shankar, was economical with the truth. What is the information that you've been able to gather, Manjeet?
Well, Gaurav, there may be some confusion over the 67 lakh ex gratia because in the Parliament, Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh said that 1 crore which was paid to the soldier family, and as per the stated by the army, the Agniveer Ajay Singh died in a landmine blast in January earlier this year, and his family received compensation of 98 lakh 0.39 thousand. And 67 lakh gratia is remaining because of the police verification and other formalities. So this amount did not receive by the family so far, and that is why his father is saying so. But army clearly is saying that emphasizing that the due to the fallen hero are paid to the next kin of the departed soldier, including Agniveer.
Okay. Manjeet, keep tracking that story. I will come back to you for more this clearly is now a big political fight, and especially in the run-up to elections in states like Haryana, this will be a hot button issue, and we'll be tracking the story very closely. On Monday, Leader of Opposition in Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, had claimed that Agniveers were not being compensated. His claim was countered by Defence Minister Rajnath Singh on the floor of the House. Let's listen in to both of them.
अग्निवीर शहीद हुआ, लैंडमाइन ब्लास्ट में शहीद हुआ। मैं उसे शहीद कह रहा हूं, मगर हिंदुस्तान की सरकार उसे शहीद नहीं कहती। नरेंद्र मोदी उसे शहीद नहीं कहते हैं, नरेंद्र मोदी उसे अग्निवीर कहते हैं। उस घर को पेंशन नहीं मिलेगी, उस घर को कॉम्पनसेशन नहीं मिलेगी, शहीद का दर्जा नहीं मिलेगा, मगर अग्निवीर को जवान नहीं कहा जा सकता।
मैं नेता प्रतिपक्ष से विनम्रता पूर्वक अनुरोध करना चाहता हूं कि कृपया वह सदन को गुमराह करने की कोशिश न करें। अग्निवीर योजना के संबंध में बहुत सारे लोगों से 158 ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के साथ सीधा संवाद स्थापित हुआ है, उनके सुझाव लिए गए हैं, तब यह अग्निवीर योजना लाई गई है। बिना अग्निवीर योजना के बारे में समझे, बिना उस संबंध में कोई पूरी जानकारी हासिल किए इस तरीके से सदन को गुमराह करना, इसे कदापि उचित नहीं ठहराया जा सकता। महोदय, मैं तो आपसे ये अनुरोध करूंगा, इसे सदन की कार्रवाई से बाहर निकाला जाना।
We'll get to the bottom of this. We'll get you much more on this big story on India Today. But that is all I have for you on India First this evening.